right now we have the awesome power of taking back our power. Whatever was done to us that make us into the person we are, where we love our children, we love our friends, we love our parents, but everybody else is left out. That's not who we were created to be. So we have to get back to that place of love, that place of forgiveness, that place of openness, that place of giving, that place of caring, back to the place where we should be, who we were created to be, that place of love, that place of peace. Now, as we approach a new year, we need to drop the weight from our minds and our hearts of carrying so much baggage. You know, it's like we're the engine of the train and we're pulling all these cabooses behind us. It is so much weight. Believe it or not, if we decide to just take the time to let it go, you know, I must do this, I should have done that, why didn't I do this, why didn't I do that? If we just let it go and be present now, remembering that we're awesomely, awesomely created in God's image to do awesome things with our lives. If we just let the maybes and all the other things go, that has no influence in our life whatsoever. It's all in our mind, all the stuff. The strange enough thing is that a lot of the stuff that we are holding on to that is preventing us from being who we were truly created to be, sometimes the people who did these things to us are dead. They don't even remember that that any such thing happened. So now we must drop the weight from our minds and our hearts. The weight of carrying years and years of pain and abuse, verbal or physical. We're no longer experiencing the abuse, whether verbal or physical. We're holding on to the memory of it. We are no longer being abused. Isn't that strange? That we remember that time when we got that awesome spanking and we hold on to it, the resentment, the anger that that person actually did that to us, or, that person hit us. That person didn't give us something, and that person has passed on. That husband who used to be abusive has left and married someone else. Doesn't even remember he used to abuse us. But we can't move on and meet anyone else because the only thing we can remember that we hold on to is that my ex-husband used to beat me. My ex-husband used to hit me. And he's moved on, probably still hitting, probably not hitting anyone. But that memory, we have to let it go. That weight of carrying it years and years, the pain and the abuse, as I said, whether verbally or physically, we are no longer experiencing it except through memories. And our memories are what? Some of it are choices. We can get rid of them or we can turn them around. The bad ones can only hurt us when we keep reliving them in our minds. And the majority of the time, the inflictor of the pain and the abuse of the past, as I said, they are either dead or they have already forgotten that they ever did such things. And they have actually moved on with their lives. Have you ever confronted someone about something they said to you years ago? Something that you keep remembering? Something that you say, you know what, I didn't go to this place because so-and-so said that. I didn't do this with my life because such and such said I couldn't cook. Yeah, I love to go back to food. I really and truly. Um, but the funny thing is, you might mention it to that person and they have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Yes, sometimes we ourselves say hurtful things to each other in the heat of a moment, because we were angry in that moment or hurting in that moment, and then we got over it and move on, and we have no idea the pain we inflicted on anyone. Because you know what? We lashed out from our pain. We probably had a rough day at work and we said something. You know, it could be anything. But we have got to remember that, you know, strange enough, we used to have this little saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And we have now grown up and realized that words are so powerful based on how they're used. We can tear someone down until they just want to curl up and die, or we can lift someone up with words that they can just take off and soar like a bird. Words are powerful. And that's another thing. You know, while we are doing our daily dues, we have to remember that our words are powerful. And a lot of us had no idea, just as I said, sticks and stones could break my bones, but words can never hurt me. And now we all know better. But sometime in the heat of a moment, we use those words. Sometimes it's because we ourselves are hurting. Sometimes it's because somebody said something and we are retaliating. But we need to be present in every moment, that even if someone is coming to us with hate, we can be loving, we can be caring. And I'm telling you, it ain't easy. It is not easy to have someone come to you in anger or pain, lashing out at you, to answer with love. But it's where we all need to be. It's what we all need to do to be better people, better human beings, better neighbors, better husbands, better wives, better sisters, better daughters, better sons, better neighbors. If we can master love for everyone, if we can just open ourselves up and fill ourselves with just love that we can pass on to everybody, whatever they come at us with, we will be able to move mountains together. We will be able to do awesome things as a people. I wouldn't have to tell anyone about our neighbors in Haiti. I wouldn't have to tell anyone about our neighbors in the Middle East, our neighbors in African countries. Because our love would be reaching across borders. Our love would be opening doors. Our love would be going over mountains. Our loves would be digging wells. Our love would be providing food. It would be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing to have us just love each other as we love ourselves, to be neighbors,